Alrighty, so starting a new job today. This is sort of a phase one, I guess, on this job. They trying to find out what's going on with this old barn. It's kind of livable now, but the owner wanted to demo it and realized that it's going to cost a lot of money to rebuild it and do everything else. So we're going to try to do our best to save the foundation here. So what we have to do is we have to dig along the foundation, exposing it, seeing how deep down it goes, and then getting the building inspector here to inspect it and approve it or whatever that's what he wants to do. So that's what we're doing here. We got all the site work on this job. Septic's going in down that way. They gotta do a well, whole 9 yards. Either it's gonna be building a completely new one of these, or it'll be renovating what's here. So that's kind of what we're here to determine. Not sure how much I'll be filming on this one, because I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of a issue with my setup right now. That should hopefully be getting resolved this week, but I just want to save as much space on this SD card as I have, just to be able to capture this. So that's what we got going on here. It's a little bit rainy and wet today. Might do more cab views than outside views. I'm not sure yet though, but yeah, let's get this going. There we go, first bucket. this galvanized right here is only going down maybe a foot in the ground to box out the floor that's on the inside, the concrete floor, and it's poured right against it. So essentially the floor is right on the other side of that galvanized and nothing holding it together. That's why it's anchored in the ground like that. So we didn't want to dig out the whole side of this building and risk having the house fall over or shift or something. So we're digging out every other post here. So we got that one done down there. Do this one, and then we're gonna get a couple on this side. So. Alright, so we, I don't know if you heard me in the machine there, but we changed the plans a little bit. We didn't dig along the whole side of the building just because of right where that roofing material, I forget what that's called, the metal there, the corrugated metal. Right where that ends, that's the bottom of that. There's a concrete floor on the inside, so you don't want to undermine it too much. So this whole thing's poured on just the piers, and then the corrugated roofing is what's keeping the other area boxed in. So we just did every other pier to expose it here, all over here, just so the inspector can check it out. There's another one all around the building here, and hopefully we can somehow utilize this foundation without having to take this whole thing down. There's another one there. We're thinking we can utilize these piers as footings and pour a frost wall around this whole place, but we'll see. We got inspection, I think Wednesday, with the builder and the building inspector. I'm just doing the digging here, but yeah, this is what we got. And then there's where we just were. All the water's coming in from the roof. There's no gutter, so it's just going right into our hole there. But all in all, not too bad. We pulled some big stuff when we first started here, but we haven't run into too much, so I guess I can't complain. We were unable to get a 4-foot hole when we did the perk test, so I was expecting to run into some pretty bony stuff, but it actually wasn't too bad. So yeah, that's what we got going on here. We'll probably get the machine out of here, and then I think the builder's gonna backfill his skid steer, or maybe I will, I don't know, but we'll backfill that and then work on plans accordingly with the architect and the builder, and then come to plan. So you guys will be seeing more of this job at some point, but not sure. We still got quite a bit to go, but this is the first little phase. So yeah, we will be starting a septic tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow for a little bit, and then hopefully starting to get this machine back down to where I'm from, and then and start a septic this week. So we got that going on. So see you guys in a little bit.